Nothing to do with this lawsuit. Some people in Nevada are old-fashioned. They think the rules should be the same for everybody, and everybody's vote should count the same. I had nothing to do with that lawsuit, and you know it.
But the timing of the lawsuit with the endorsement does look to some people like, now that they understand the endorsement, they want to change the rules.
Your position is it should be easier for them to vote than for anybody else who works in the afternoon. Your position is their vote should count 5 times as much. Is that right?
That is just a part of an exchange between a reporter and former President Clinton. The subject was the lawsuit that was filed by supporters of Hillary Clinton, principally the teachers union out in Las Vegas, to block the use of certain casino sites as caucus locations for the Saturday Democratic caucuses in Las Vegas. But it became a big controversy, Charles. So what is the fuss all about?
Well, the problem is that there was a change in the rules. There was an application last March approved by the DNC, National DNC, that in Nevada they would allow, normally you have to go to your home precinct if you want to caucus. Here they made an exception for the casino workers. They can caucus in the workplace, in the casino, because it would be hard for them to get home. Now, the ruling came down in August, and the Clintons have all of a sudden discovered 2 days after the culinary union endorses Obama.
And the culinary union represents nearly all those workers.
All those workers. Thus, the ruling would help Obama. 2 days after the ruling, after the endorsement, Bill, among others, discovers the cosmic unfairness of it all. This was new to him. And when you watch him, it's the old Bill. I mean, he's beyond cynicism. It's not as if he's pretending. I think he really talked himself into believing that this is a violation of the rights of enfranchisement on the level of Jim Crow, and he's going to stand and fight for what's just. When you watch him, you remember what the Clintons are like. They have this trouble disassociating personal interest, national interest, and justice.
But we have some people here, for example, who don't work in this hotel, they work in nearby ones. I think that all the votes should count the same. And I think that everybody should have equal access to the caucus. So we've done what we could to find people who could come in here and caucus. For example, we did get about 8 people in today who caucus at the previous site who were told they had to register by Wednesday to vote, but they could only register if they registered for Obama. But they said, and they'd have to wait till November to vote for Hillary. So these people came to me, and I just told the management, I said, here they are, would you let them vote at least? So that's at least 8 people who got to come in and caucus today. Just deal with this thing a little as you go along, but they're all excited, there's a lot of energy, and we're just playing by the rules that are here and doing our best. I feel pretty good about it.
Do you think that's voter suppression? What do you think?
I don't know. No one can know. I have no idea what's going to happen.
All right, thank you.
The first black president. Clinton legacy of lynching update. Buy me a tea. It may be true that the law cannot make a man love me, but it can keep him from lynching me, and I think that's pretty important. Ironically, the logic of this pronouncement by Martin Luther King would, in short order, be refuted by the reality of his own lynching. King's hope was misplaced and his reasoning was circular. The resultant rule of law relied on by King presumed an adherence to the rule of law in the first instance. Adherence to the rule of law is not something normally associated with the Clintons. Moreover, racial and ethnic disrespect, intimidation, exploitation and hate have always been a fundamental Clinton tactic, and the reflexive use of the N-word and other racial and ethnic slurs, an essential element in the Clinton lexicon. When the first black president and his wife ran Arkansas, the NAACP sued them for intimidating black voters at the polls. Conversely, the Clintons' refinement of the DNC drag and drop is, arguably, one of the more insidious and repugnant applications of their special brand of race-hate politics. Calculating a black man's worth to be 5/3 of a vote is no less racist, and arguably more so, than calculating his worth to be 3/5 of a white man. The latter is demeaning, but the former is dehumanizing. But it is even worse. Listen to Randall Robinson in this video, read below about Rwanda. Only one conclusion is possible, a Clinton legacy of lynching. Bill Clinton felt their pain. Retrospectively. In 1998, on his grand apology tour of Africa, a whirlwind tour of whirlwind apologies for slavery, the Cold War, you name it, he touched down in Kigali and apologized for the Rwandan genocide, biting his lip, as is his wont. During the bloodbath, Clinton administration officials were specifically instructed not to use the word genocide, lest it provoke public pressure to do something. Documents made public last week confirmed that U.S. officials knew within the first few days that a final solution to eliminate all Tutsis was underway. Stein on America